It's time to gleek on my glizzy. Have you ever wondered how us magicians do our card tricks? Well, believe it or not, it's not us. It's actually the playing cards. You see, if I have you select a playing card at random that I don't know and lose that card somewhere in the deck, I don't have to know what that card is because the cards themselves will tell me. For example, from a shuffled deck, this first card is going to tell me bitch. For example, this random playing card tells me that your card is in fact not red because this one is the opposite day card. It tells me that it's the opposite color. So in this case, this card's red, your card is black. That's this first card. This next card is going to tell me something very important about your card as well. This one right here tells me that your card is in fact your card is actually a penis. That your card is a penis. So believe it or not, these two cards actually told me a lot about your card that you wouldn't think otherwise. So I want you to think about your card and say it over and over in your head. Like, for example, 5 of clubs, 5 of clubs, 5 of clubs. Oh, that was your card? Wow, what a mystery. What a mystery. Well, I guess all there's left is to find your card. You little bitch. Now this card trick is based on something I saw in one of Harry Lorraine's old books. Now he had a variation where you had to count cards, you had to hope that they would put it near a key card. None of that here. It's just a peek and a switch and you're good to go. And of course, where else are you going to learn peeks and switches? Better than the PigCake Magic Academy, the home of over 1,500 videos going over card stuff, coin stuff, everything you need to become the best magician you could possibly be, all for the low, low price of a White Claw a month. $5 a month, you get access to all those videos. And on top of that, I'm always uploading new content. So it's not just this. It's not just this. It's new content that I'm uploading each and every single week. So check it. If not, you're a loser. Now, the first step is that you need to control the card to the top of the deck and peek at the card. My favorite way of accomplishing this simple feat is called the Mahatma Control / Peek. We're going to have a card picked. In this case, let's say they pick the 6 of spades. As I score that card up into the deck, guess what I'm doing? I'm shoving my pinky in there. They don't know the thunder that's about to rock their world, so I give them a preview by sticking my little pinky in there, and that lets me know that their card is right here. Now, to control that card, all I have to do is lift up all the cards above the break and just shuffle them to the bottom of the deck. That's it. So now their card is actually back here on top of the deck. Now for me to peek at the card, all I have to do now is just simply push up with my fingers. So as I'm shuffling the deck, I just push up with my fingers and I see, oh look, it's the 6 of spades. And now I know what their card is. And the next step is to riff it, to make believe that any cards that you find at random connect you to the participant's card. So in this case, I found the Jack of Diamonds in the middle of the deck. Because this card is red, it lets me know that your card is actually black because this card represents opposite day. And today, I'm straight. And that's all you do. You just find 2 random cards in a deck. You could give as many false shuffles as you like. This is a good opportunity to show off your little cardistry, right? The little things that you've been practicing in your bedroom in the hopes that you're going to impress a cardister girl, one of these hot honeys that goes to cardistry conventions. No, you're not going to impress her because she has problems. But this is a good opportunity to do those sort of things and find 2 cards at random. In this case, oh, I found the Ace of Diamonds again. And this card happens to have the word penis on it in gold and silver ink, which lets me know that your card is actually, in fact, a spade. So ultimately, when you have 2 random cards in your hand, you're going to execute a top change, switching these 2 cards out for the participant's card. Now, you could do this under the context of a wonderful bit of misdirection that I first saw done by David Williamson, and that would work as follows. So imagine that you just found one card at random, the 5 of hearts, and you go, oh, because this card is a heart, it lets me know that your card is actually a black card. And then you find a second card at random, but you don't show the participant just yet. You go, now this next card is actually going to let me know the suit of your card. It's going to let me know what suit you picked. And the diamond here, this diamond lets me know that you actually went for A spade, is that correct? You actually went for a spade. And in that, look at the misdirection, my friends. I've already switched in my card. So you're doing a bit of banter, a bit of byplay. At some point, I'm going to hold these cards in middle grip of the right hand. I have a pinky break right here below the participant's selected card. I'm going to make some sort of reference, some sort of joke. I'm going to relax. And when I bring my hands together, I'm just going to switch both piles of cards. Look, I'm just holding the cards in my right hand. I make a little bit of misdirection, a little bit of a joke. They get surprised when I find a suit, and all I'm going to do is just simply switch those two piles. So now I have one card in my right hand and both the cards in my left. But to them, it should just seem like I'm holding on to those two cards all the while. And that's it. All that there is to do now is just to reveal the card to them. Think of your card, repeat it over and over in your head, like 6 of spades, 6 of spades, 6 of spades. And they're going to go, oh my God, that's great. Let me sit on you. And then you go, watch. And show that you just have one card in your hand. And of course, it happens to be their card. Now, if you want, this card could be on the table, and then you could just push it around. And that's the first effect, that these two cards have now melted together into one card. And then, not only one random card, but your card. If you want, you could place these cards on a table. Supposedly, these cards, really, it's their card. And then you could say, and if I combine those two cards, in this case, the ace and the 7, it lets me know the position of your card. And you could pretend to count down the card, and when they look, it's not the card. And you go, oh, I guess I messed up. How am I going to fix this? A little bit of magic. And now's when you get into the little rubby bit, where you rub both of these cards that supposedly told you their card, and guess what? Turns into the card they picked. So that's fun in it. I think that's cool. I think that's exciting. It's a nice, fun trick, impromptu. You don't have to do any sort of setup. You don't have to really have any card that corresponds to their card. You're just playing around with them. It's a good opportunity to practice your improv. If you're one of these losers that pays for teaching of improv, improvisational comedy, this is a good opportunity to practice your improvisational skills. Like this. Look at this. This is wacky and zany, right? You wouldn't expect a magic tutorial channel to just weave his arms around a stool. That's cool. That's funny. That was a joke. That was a prop. That wasn't a real thing that I just did.
I see you again. When 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 I see